What is up, everybody, NC?
JC and
We are back with Berserk, episode 7. And this episode, I don't even remember where we left off at, but hey, let's go and get it. Let's see how it is. So we're testing something out. Like I was talking to my brother, I'm like, you know what? Thursdays have become more available for both of us. So we're like, you know what? Let's see what we can do on Thursdays. So
yeah.
We're going to try to make this a rotating week where we do different stuff, you know. So we'll do, like, let's say, for example, anime this week. Next week, I don't know, something on Question Everything Live. Week after that, maybe something for the news, you know, something for the main channel. Who knows? You know, it's just, it's all, it's kind of like a rotating midweek type of thing, you know. If the fans, you know, are down for something we didn't get on the weekend, you know, there's the chance. So, just saying.
There you go.
Oh, no, I'm done with that shit. No. And look, I here's the thing, is I love producing. My brother and I love producing content for you guys, especially shit that we know that you guys like WFBI. But I'm done doing a full show on that. It's so much work, and it's like, and not only is it like a lot of work, but it's hair pulling type of work, because you're sifting through so many gay retarded nerds and all the things they have to say. And it's just like, to the point you're just like, enough, you know. It gets very frustrating. So
yeah, smart Twitter is bad for your mental health.
It very is. Well, it's brain rot. It's the worst brain rot you could possibly imagine. So it
really is, like because it's frustrating just seeing their comments and how delusional they are and just how insane they are. Like talking about wanting to like fuck Kenny Omega and like jizz on Finn Balor. So, like, they're fucking weird. They're weird. And so it's like I think at the very least we need a substantial break from that.
Yeah, like, that's the thing, is I don't mind, you know, making it a part of news. Like, if you want to make it a weekly segment, that's cool. I don't mind that. But as far as a full show, it was becoming a thing too, where, like, for whatever reason we were offending people, so it kept on getting age restricted, you know. People kept on, and that's what happened, is people will flag it for sensitive content, so they'll age restrict it. And I'm not about that, you know. I'd rather have our shit available for all audiences, so, you know.
Yeah.
Keep clean. Keep clean.
Squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean.
Nice and clean. Squeaky clean. But, yeah. So, yeah, we got Berserk starting out. Got the dude with the big-ass sword on his back, the cape flowing in the air.
So I'm on episode 7. I think that's where we left off with, and then they're at a castle, and they got this, like, little bald, Humpty Dumpty looking guy, kind of like a bald Paul Heyman, and he's like in the courtyard staring over it. Looks like he's got a black eye or something. Maybe got punched by his boyfriend or something. I don't know.
Maybe he's in the Black Eye Club, you know?
It could be. He's an elite, you know, would make sense.
Yeah.
And he's got these two dudes who definitely look like they're plucking each other's wine stems, if you know what I mean. Minister Fass is his name. Minister Fass, all right.
Minister Fat or Fats?
Mr. Fats. Let's just call him Minister Fats, because he's a fat little fucker. That works for me. All right, so now we got, isn't this Guts? I think his name is
Guts.
Guts is like, he's covered in bandages. Looks like he just got the shit beat out of him.
He's like, I don't give a shit because I'm Guts.
He's Guts.
My name is Guts.
When
you name your kid Guts, he's only got like one purpose in life.
I need to hear an AI redone rendition of My Name is Guts to the tune of My Name is Mud. I need to hear that shit.
Oh, man. That'd be great. I would love that.
Oh, so that's the thing, too, is I love that Bully Ray is pissing off everybody. So first it was R-Truth that chewed him out on Busted Open. So right after that, I guess Goldberg was talking shit, too. So, and the more people that I respect chewing up Bully Ray, the better. Because he's such a fat retard at this day and age. It's like, go for it, you know? Rip up this fucker.
He's just so dumb. It's just like when... I mean, look, and the problem with it is that, like, assholes like him, we think that, oh, he's just the only dumbass wrestling veteran. No, there are dumber wrestling veterans than him, and they're in positions of power. They're writing the shows. Like, people wonder why these shows suck so much. There you go. So, yeah.
Well, you know, it's the best disconnect out there is fans that don't keep up with all that's going on the internet. We have to because it's part of our job. But fans that don't keep up with what's going on the internet, and they remember coming up in the Ruthless Aggression Attitude Era, and they're like, oh, immediately, Batista awesome, Undertaker awesome, Stone Cold awesome, this guy awesome. Like, it's always what they remember from 2005. And we keep on telling them, the guy that you remember from 2005 isn't the same dude in 2025. He's a complete sellout. He's a loser piece of shit. And he has terrible taste in wrestling. When you know that he knows better, that's the most frustrating thing, is you know that Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Triple H all know better. And that's the thing, is if Undertaker gets this job working back in creative, he's not going to challenge Triple H. He's just going to work with him. He's going to suck his dick. That's what Triple H likes. So, shit, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just what they're going to do. Yeah, it's a shame that we're here, man. But, changes are going to come. Things are changing. The ball is in motion. Yeah, it may seem dark right now, but it's about to get a lot better. And one of the reasons why I'm so confident in that is that there are more and more high-profile YouTubers in the IWC that are calling Triple H and other wrestling companies out for their lack of creative. And this is what you needed to see, is you needed to see pressure. And so the pressure is slowly starting to build. Slowly, but it is building. It was just always going to take a while, man. But they're slowly but surely waking up more and more.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, there's people in the comments that will ask us, hey, you guys were right all along. Doesn't it make you angry that other YouTubers are out there parroting your opinions and what you say? And no, it doesn't. It doesn't make me angry at all, because that's one of the things is like, well, we're not one of those people that are like, oh, that guy's a fucking biter, fuck him.
No.
If I'm able to sway the opinion of somebody out there that's popular in the YWC, or the IWC for that matter, my job is done. Your job is done. This is not a clout race. It's about getting the fucking truth out there. And if you have a wide antenna that can do it, and they're finally inspired to tell the truth, fuck yeah. That's what it's about. I don't care. Right. I'm not about, we aren't about getting credit or, hey, it was those guys who said it first. Who gives a shit? At this point, who gives a shit? As long as the narrative's being put out there and that antenna's being spread out and it's being put on people's radar that, shit, Triple H fucking sucks. He's awful and he needs to be fired.
I mean, but just to pat ourselves on the back, I mean, who's been, out of the YWC, who's been calling out Triple H's shitty booking longer than us?
I mean,
really?
Nobody, but that's the thing, though. It's unless we get up to the levels of 50K or 100K, we're those underground classics, and I'm fine by that. I'm fine by that. I'm absolutely fine, basically being the Isham of the IWC in a lot. That's what we are. We're like the Isham or the Nodis in a lot of ways of the IWC. Inspires so many people, but not a lot of people have heard of us, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. It's all about just putting the truth out there. As long as people are inspired, that's all that matters. We're not about the clout. We're just about putting the truth out there, straight up.
Yeah, absolutely. Jesus, that fell fast. Holy crap, that was a quick drop. Okay.
What happened?
Okay, so I'm looking at Netflix right now, the ranking of TV shows, and so, Raw was at number 1 in the U.S. of top TV shows. Then last night it was number 2. So as of last night, it was at number 2. Right now it's at number 10.
Wow, that quick!
It's down.
Damn, and usually that's the thing is I've been trying to do the habit of checking out Netflix daily to see where it's at the top 10, and usually I want to say by Friday it's at 9 or 10. So for the fact that it's dropping off on Thursday, that's huge right there. That's really bad.
Yeah, you could read into it different ways, but the way I read it is it's people want to see the hype of Goldberg coming back, and it's just maybe that was just the first couple of days, and then now it's just So, yeah, that's the thing about the whole Netflix thing is that it is true that it's not really reflecting every potential viewer, but their metric is applied to every TV show on Netflix. So the metric or the formula that's used to calculate the views on Raw on Netflix is the same formula that's used to calculate every show on Netflix. That's a statement from one of their executives saying that they're gonna treat it the same way as every other TV show. So.
Well, what do you think about that rumor where they were saying that it was 348,000 people were watching on the last live Raw? Do you think that that's a factor that people are just not watching live anymore on these streaming services? I mean, because you would even have to look at SmackDown and how low their viewership is. Is that a crutch to weigh on or not?
Well, it's really hard to really determine, like, is that the actual number, or like what is, like, how truthful is that live number? Because ultimately at the end of the day, Netflix looks at the views that it's getting. They're looking at, like, their metric of how views are going to be getting, and then where it ranks in the top 5 globally. And what we've seen for Raw consistently is that it's been out of the top 5 globally with all the money that they're paying. The audience has not grown, so other podcasters will make arguments of, well, we're actually not seeing the total viewership number. But if you actually really look at it, the numbers for Raw, there's been no growth. It's been down and down and down. So to me, the only number that matters is the one that Netflix is. It's kind of like with Nielsen. It's like, really, the only TV ratings that matter are the Nielsen ratings. The only ratings that matter here are Netflix viewership, and the Netflix viewership that we're getting is going down consistently. Even if you tack on another 500,000 or another million, or even another 2 million, the viewership is still down. You could tack on another 2 million to this last Raw, 2.9, make it 4.9. Okay, well, the debut episode was 5.9. It's still 1 million viewers down, with 2 million viewers added on. It's losing interest. You can make whatever argument you want to make, but at the end of the day, that's what's going on here.
It has a lot to do with the fact that there's just no intrigue. When you don't have those top draws involved in big storylines, there's no intrigue. I mean, you can only get so many cheap pop views by bringing in people like Goldberg and re-debuting Rusev and Aleister Black, and even then, look how, like, Black's on a fucking win streak, but nobody gives a shit about Rusev anymore. He's obsolete at this point. And in Goldberg, I mean, he's only being brought in for one match. It's like, we keep on raising the point, but it's like yelling at a wall. What are you going to do in a year? What are you going to do in a year? Right. Who's going to prop up the number, especially if you're just going on just appearances, people just to show up to fucking pop the number? You don't have anybody left. Rock doesn't want to work with you anymore. That's pretty much off the table. Stone Cold, you can't make his dollar quota because you lowball too much, nose man. So what are you going to do? Like, there's no more big... You're going to get Undertaker to come back in and choke slam somebody for $50K? What are you going to do?
Well, and that's why at the end of the day, this TKO bubble is going to pop. It's going to pop. It's that you can't keep doing this. You can't keep nickel and diming and squeezing the fans like this while giving them shitty creative, and then eventually you're going to be in a scenario where you're about to have half the star power at most that you do now. That bubble's going to pop when John Cena's not there, when Goldberg is not there, when The Rock isn't there. That bubble will pop.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if you heard about this, but apparently MJF got attacked at his hotel room. He's all proud of it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting heel heat up. But what happened? What if that fan had a knife and wanted to kill him? Like, I don't know if she... Like, you got to be careful with that. Like, it's like, yeah, good, you're getting heel heat. But at the same time, man... Have security with you, man. Like, have somebody there to watch your back, I
think if he survived a knife attack, they wouldn't make it out to be some crazy chick. They would be like some dude or something. But that's the thing, though, is if he survives a knife attack from a fan, that's just going to add to his credit. And he would rub that shit in live on TV. These psychos tried to stab me, and I'm still here. That type of shit.
Yeah, he could, absolutely. But don't let AEW be in charge of producing that. No, he needs to produce it with his own social media, pay somebody to be the assailant, and just do that. Like, that would be good. But yes, we also got to talk about... Oh, no, go ahead.
So what Mexican dude, would you have it be Sin Cara? Who would you be for the Mexican assailant who stabbed MJF?
I wouldn't have it be a wrestler. I'd just have it be some fan.
Because I was just immediately thinking of that John Cena angle. I don't know if you remember that. I believe it was back in the day, like Carlito's friend stabbed him in a nightclub. And then they had the match on SmackDown. It was in black and white because they had blood.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Something like that.
Yeah, we could do something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Absolutely. So did you hear about Daniel Bryan showing up at the end of the show?
I did.
Yeah.
He was showing up and having a little fiesta, having a good time with the fans, That's cool. I mean, good for him. Mexico's fun, if it comes, especially for a guy like that likes to party. He probably had him a few cervezas. He had a good time.
Well, and I want to talk about, like, idiots like JD going off on, like, why would they make this show nothing but wrestling? Why would they make it? Why would it be so heavily Spanish? And I'm like, you know what? Like, we were shitting on it in live time as it was airing. But it's, to me, it's just a one-off show in Mexico. It's not really, important to. I mean, it's not a real actual episode of Dynamite. It's just some like one-off special event show they're doing in Mexico. Now, I will say that doing 3 special event shows with nothing but matches back to back to back, yeah, that is a bit much. They need to get back to storytelling, episodic TV, which, I mean, they never did, but they need to do it, is what I'm trying to say. But it's, for what they did in Mexico, I can't give them too much shit. The only shit that I'll give them for that show, I mean, because to me, that show was not connected to Dynamite. It was its own thing. I mean, the only shit I'll give them is that they didn't put up captions when Adam Page is doing his fucking promo in Spanish. You got to do that. Put the English subtitles on TV.
My whole beef was the fact that they did too much Mark shit back to back. The fact you did Fyter Fest back to back with that Mexico event, you don't give any breathing room to the fucking casuals. It's just, hey, if you're a hardcore dork Mark and you love this spotty fucking autistic bullshit, here you go. I'm sorry, I don't. You know, and that's the thing is like I want Dynamite to go back to what it was. I want it to try to go back to being that experimental show that showed up hot chicks, more violence, and storylines. Focus on that, man. It's that easy. It's not rocket scientry.
No, it's not. It's actually quite easy. I mean, really, anybody could do it. I feel like they're almost like fulfilling obligations right now, and I feel like next week they're going to get back into what they were doing. Not that they're doing anything great to begin with, but it's people. I just think people are giving Tony Khan way too much shit over this last Mexico show. I get why they'd give him shit, but at the end of the day, I think it was just a one-off special event show in Mexico that it was meant to be its own thing in my view. So.
Yeah, it's just, here's the thing, is like, I'm trying not to take too much face value at it, and look at it especially in comparison to NXT when Worlds Collide. In my opinion, the production on that was so much better. Like, and after I knew that it was a German Barash event, I was like, figures. Because usually I don't like that Mark shit, but I'm like, that wasn't bad. Like, the way they presented Chad Gable, the heat he was getting, the way they even presented Vikingo, Lola Vice, Steph Akir. I think they did a great job of just presenting the talent on that show and making people look like stars. That's one thing that I think once Barash does eventually take over in some aspect, he's going to start building stars. He has that ability. I think he can do it.
I think he would. If he ever does take over, it would be because Lee Fitting is not going to be there anymore. And that could be possible. They may cut Lee Fitting. I doubt it, but. Or maybe you'll see him take over NXT. Who knows?
We'll keep in mind. I mean, from what I understand, those allegations involving Lee Fitting haven't been absolved. I mean, with ESPN. Isn't there some ongoing court case with him?
I'm not sure. I remember there was one, but I would have to imagine TKO would have kind of,
squashed it.
Either squashed it or kind of like went through with the fine-tooth comb to see, what's going to... Because like what they did with Vince, it's like they kind of knew that shit was about to hit the fan. So like, okay, Vince, step away, for the good of the company, and Vince did. So I don't know. Maybe there is something there. Maybe it was squashed. Maybe, maybe it's still, ongoing litigation and nothing's been proven. So I don't know.
Could be. So for Berserk here, they're coming in to the castle. And this is like the finest watercolor castle that I've ever seen, using all of 3 colors.
Well, and that's crazy because like back in the 90s, what they did is the shit that they were able to do artistically, mind-blowing.
Well, it's all hand-drawn, and that's what I love. Hand-drawn is soul. That's what I really like. And these kids nowadays, they don't know it. Hand-drawn is soul. You can't compare it to that 3D shit. Hand-drawn, I can feel somebody's fucking effort, their life, their stress going into that shit. Then taking away hours that they could spend with their wife and kids because they're trying to fine-tune some shit for a fucking deadline, dude. You don't get passion like that anymore.
No, I mean, this is... I mean, it literally is like a fucking work of art that they've had to like spend time drawing, like hours and hours and hours doing. And, you got to give them credit for that. I don't think people understand how tough animation is to make, especially anime.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is we both have experience when it comes to hand-drawn and digital. Neither is a walk in the park. I will say that digital's a little bit easier because of copy and paste, but hand-drawn, oh my god, especially if you're doing a flip book, you're going to be there for a little bit, man. But it's fun. It's so fulfilling once you're done, though. You're like, shit, I made that.
Well, and that's the thing, is that it's very fulfilling knowing that you spent all that effort, all that time, doing that, making that, and it's like you can't help but take pride in it. And I think there's nothing, it's just a beautiful thing. It really is, that just to see the product of your hard work and effort just right there, man.
Amen. Amen. And that's the thing, too, especially when you know how much time and effort goes behind animation. It's not like something where you can write it up instantly or draw it up instantly and you're good to go. There's so much time and effort that goes into just making even one episode. One little fucking 23-minute episode. So much time. Like, this right here, this is probably like a month to 2 months of just them busting their ass to get this one episode out. Crazy.
I mean, shit. I mean, even probably like weeks to do this one scene.
Could be. I wouldn't deny it. So, was it GTMLG was saying, I saw your guys' conspiracy channel. Do you guys think it's actually true that the sun is 1 million times bigger than the Earth and it's 93 million miles away, or do you guys think that's a lie? I think, I don't know if it's 1 million times bigger than the Earth. I think that might be a little bit of a fib. I think it is definitely way bigger than the Earth and all the other planets. I think it's the biggest body in our solar system. As far as 93 million miles away, I think that sounds about right. I don't know. I have my own theories about the sun, and about our solar system, and none of it is really flat Earth. That's something that I feel is a psyop. I feel like a lot of people have fell into that because, like, oh, the Bible said it. Well, keep in mind how much the Bible has been edited and how much has been cut out of the Bible. So it's, I don't know. I feel like there's a big psyop campaign going on for flat Earth, and a lot of people fall for it, which is kind of sad, But when you have so much shit to digest, what's real and what's not.
Exactly.
It comes down to that for a lot of people.
Well, and the thing that I believe in is just do a Google search for Sumerian solar system, and that's what I believe in. Like that.
Yes.
That's what I think is going on here. I do think the sun is much, much, much bigger than anything else in our solar system, and everything else is gravitating around it. But we're not being given the whole picture by NASA. I think the shit that NASA blacks out, blurs out, they're doing it for a reason.
Even on this planet, the shit that they black out and blur out on Google Maps is crazy. But yeah, no, I think you're absolutely spot on with that. You remember that account Russian Vids that was on Keeping It 100? Glenn Gilberti invited him on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Russian Vids, he was just kept on going about that flat Earth bullshit, and I showed him that picture, what you recommended, Sumerian solar system, and it's from a cuneiform tablet that shows where the solar system is, and this is back 3,500 BC, and they had a full outline of the solar system and where it was located. Knew where knew where everything was located, and immediately he blocked me. What does that tell you? Disinfo agent.
Yeah. Well, and the thing too is, like, for me, like, the one thing that completely sealed the deal for me that this is not a flat Earth is I have a telescope, right? I went on a clear night to go look at the sky. I could see planets. I could see Mars, right? That's how I know that this is not a fucking flat Earth.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing too, is people, they want to buy the narrative, and you know what they're saying too is they're saying that you're basically looking at a sticker on the firmament. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at a big sticker on the glass firmament that
it can't be.
That the elites, the ancient evil ones, put up way long ago to protect us from escaping.
Then why does a sticker move around in the sky?
CGI.
Yeah, it's CGI. Oh my god! Like, and has it been like this for thousands and thousands of years?
Well,
like,
and
you'd think that we would have found out by now.
Here's the thing that doesn't help is NASA's lied so much that it feeds that fuel. That's what really bugs me about NASA is its whole campaign has basically been disinformation. Very few disclosure. In fact, Russia and China have better space systems than we do.
Well, the problem with it is that you could see fucking satellites up in space.
Yeah.
Wait, how are satellites getting up past the firmament?
That's where you're wrong. They're digitally projecting fake satellites on there with Project Bluebeam. You didn't know about that, did you?
No, I didn't know about that.
Now, the one thing that I'm glad most normies are catching on to is chemtrails. I'm so happy about that. That is such a good thing. So
no, absolutely, and it's something that people should look into. The chemtrails, they're doing it to cool down the Earth, but at the same time, the shit they're pumping into the air. Why do people have so many allergies now?
Yes. No. Good point. Well, that's what you're seeing too. Is you're seeing so many people with allergies. You're seeing so many babies that are born with defects. You're seeing so much shit happen that you didn't see happen in earlier decades. But this decade specifically, you're seeing all this shit pop off at an accelerated rate. I mean, even, talks of turbo cancer out there, just all sorts of crazy shit, crazy conspiracies. It's up to you to believe what's real and what's fake. But VHS was saying pro wrestling should learn of what Stellar Blade game has done. Hot chicks with action-packed entertainment equals 3 million plus copies sold and counting. And that's why I really think Korea has an edge, man. Korean games, they don't give a fuck, dude. They're all about big titties and butt. They know what male, because they know that there's young males that want to play games. This is not it's not a charade. It has always been for young boys, and games will always be for young boys, and then those young boys grow into men who are still gamers, and then it's gamers for men. That's what they don't understand. Is like that you hook them when they're young and you keep them. That's how nostalgia works. And yeah, it's Stellar Blade. I'm glad for it. I actually want to try it out. I think it's out for PS5, so I might have to check that one out. But yeah, from what I've seen, looks pretty cool.
Oh, it does. No, absolutely. We've known this for a long time about who's more likely to watch wrestling, girls or boys? I mean, come on.
Oh, well, that's why when Becky Lynch was spouting off, I want it to be for little girls. I'm like, dude, little girls do not go to this shit. And if they do, it's because their parents force them to go to that shit. Like, what is it? Remember, the Bailey fan? It's only because her parents were pro wrestling marks. And they took her to the fucking Florida event. And she's like, oh, they're putting me on TV. And she fell in love with that shit. It's just about the fame for her. She don't actually care. I don't think she actually wants to be a pro wrestler full time. In fact, I think she's not even doing that full time. She's just using it as, hey, I'm the Bailey girl,
But let's just say that, for example, that she really does love wrestling, right? I mean, the way I look at it is like this. It's like they're few and far between. More likely, a wrestling fan is more likely to be male than female. That's just what's like. Yes, you can cheer on the exceptions of girls liking professional wrestling. That's cool. Okay, I guess that is cool. But let's not kid ourselves here and think that now all of a sudden it's equal, or now girls like wrestling more than boys. No, it's always been a male driven sport.
Always
for men.
Will be.
Always.
Well, and here's the thing too, is like, even though they got rid of the masculine men, it's still fucking soy boys watching it. It's still men watching this shit.
Right.
It's like you didn't get rid of the demographic. You just got the gayer ones. That's all you did. There's still dudes watching it. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. And again, like, look at the fan base. Look at the fans. Majority male. Majority of them are 30s, 40s. Some are in their 50s. Like, this is not the time. Like, they could want to cater to the kids all they fucking want. At the end of the day, the adult mark wrestling fans are going to be the ones primarily supporting the product.
Absolutely, man. They need to understand that. As far as for another anime, maybe, we'll see. Like I was saying earlier on the show, we're planning on making Thursday kind of like a rotating day where we do different stuff for different channels. If a channel isn't getting a certain amount of love, show it a little bit of love. If you guys have a request, didn't get to on the weekend, boom, we do it on Thursday. So, yeah, kind of like a rotating week. So, yeah, we'll probably do another anime, I don't know, like a month or something from now. We'll see.
So, but for the other anime.
Which one?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Big O.
What do you...
Big O.
You want to do Big O?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do Big O then.
Boom.
Sounds good.
So it's like if you like Batman and you like what's the other show that it's comparable to? It's definitely comparable to Batman, no doubt about it. Okay. There's another show that it's comparable to, and it's blanking on me right now. Anyways, it's got a good, like, if you like jazz music, this is a good show for you. It's got a really good jazz soundtrack. It's very serious, grounded. I personally, from what I can remember, I liked it when I saw it. And now, granted, that was 15 years ago. So, yeah, we're going to get to review it again, I guess, so sometime.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't mind. I'm always down for something different, that I haven't seen before, so I'll give it a try. And something also I wanted to bring back, too, since so many people have Tubi, I want to bring back an old-ass show that we had way back in the day. Do you remember Shitty Wrestler Movie Review?
Do I remember Shitty Wrestler Review?
Shitty Wrestler Movie Review. Do you remember that?
I don't know.
Okay. It was like back in like 2019 or so. It was a way back. But anyways, since most people have Tubi, it's free. You can download it. Got some ads like all of us. I was thinking, let's go and watch some of these WWE studio films that are up on Tubi and react to them.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Like See No Evil, that's up there.
Or like
I mean,
the Marine 5 or something, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's another one, too, is more reviews of channels like WrestleManias and their shitty videos that they do. What Culture. I mean, if you guys have like a really nerdy review that's perfect for ripping up, and preferably not a smaller channel, but a bigger channel, because these smaller channels get a little butthurt and hold on to that shit. Just keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and hook you up with that. So, 12 rounds in the Marine. Okay, that's what I was thinking of, is 12 rounds. I saw a really bad one, a sequel to 12 rounds with Dean Ambrose in it, and that I think that would be a really good one. So,
oh god, I can't wait, man. Oh,
yeah.
Can you imagine Dean Ambrose as an actor? Like, how fucking bad is that going to be?
It was just him trying to play like a drunken, serious dude that was. And here's the funniest part: is like they opened it up at a shooting range, and like it was so nonsensical. Like, a guy that fucking drunk shouldn't be landing his shots. They were like doing fill-in shots for him where he was getting all fucking bullseyes and shit. I'm like, come on.
It should be like a gimmick. It's like you take the theme of Taken and you have like Dean Ambrose play it, except he's a drunk who has to save his family, but he can't put down the booze. So he's just constantly drunk throughout the movie.
I'm trying. And then he gets so drunk that he starts hitting on a fucking grandma at the bar and marries her. And
the end.
The end.
Oh, man.
That's Renee Young's 30-second cameo in the movie right there.
There you go. Now, I'd be down for that. You know, he should make a like. Honestly, I think he'd be a good comedy actor. I really think he'd be a pretty good comedy actor.
Well, he just has to be in the right role. I think like him in almost like a drunk bum Tyron Biggins type of character. I think he could rock that really well. I think he'd be good in it.
I think he would too, but you know, he wants to take himself too fucking seriously. I'm a serious wrestler. No, you're a fucking gay gasoline addict that botches in matches. That's all you are.
That's my favorite thing. I'm a serious wrestler. Watch me go over to GCW and kiss Joey Ryan. You know, it's like, sure, okay.
It's like when he's fucking making out with Joey Ryan at GCW. How can you take him seriously? You can't.
You can't. And some dork in the comments will be like, Joey Ryan got banned. Okay, well, Effie, whatever. Same person. Whatever.
They're both gay weirdos that do inappropriate shit. It's
like,
what's the difference? Okay, one's been blackballed, the other one's working his way to a blackball.
Yes.
So,
dude, okay, so I'm not sure if you've been catching up with the classic horror movies on Tubi. I saw Friday the 13th the other night, and they have, I believe, the old school Texas Chainsaw Massacre on there. Classic. I love old. Here's how I rank it. I rank old school Texas Chainsaw. That's the best. The remake in early 2000s with Jessica Biel. That one's in second place. And then a distant last, like in a dumpster, is the brand new one. I hate that one.
In a dumpster.
Yeah, so.
Put it in the dumpster. Light it on fire. Kick it down a hill.
We don't need to see that shit. But yeah,
Send it out on a barge.
Well, and I love the cinematography for back in the day. The fact that movie was filmed so long ago and it still holds up. That right there is a quality film.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Quality for sure.
So what we're seeing right now is they're got a big ass swarm of enemies coming out of the forest.
Shit.
Oh, they're just stabbing people in the face. Like, they don't even care that they're fully armored, cutting them right in the necks, stabbing them through the eye holes, cutting their guts open.
Blood. Damn, look at all that blood.
Lots of blood. There's like Aon Flux levels of blood here.
You know what? That would be a good show to review.
Yeah, I'm. Well, if it's the old school and
yeah.
Flux.
Oh God, no. Yeah, not the new one.
Yeah, the new one's kind of. But
the MTV one. The MTV Aon Flux.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very weird. I think it's something that like not everyone would find appealing or wouldn't like. The majority of people I think could be freaked out if they saw it because it is weird.
Yeah. It is weird as shit, but it's violent, and I think people would.
That's true.
And especially like, I think a lot of the the female fans that we have would appreciate it. because it's to me, Aon Flux that's a badass female right there, and it wasn't force fed. It was believable because she did like gymnast shit. Like when they have female characters start doing powerhouse shit, that's where I'm like, fuck you. But if they're doing like gymnast Rey Mysterio shit, I don't fucking care. It makes sense, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I mean she was doing like some fucking like female Mossad agent bullshit, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Because like with her, it's more like she's was she like a spy or something?
She was a spy, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm totally down to review that.
Cool.
So right now I'm on Tubi. Tubi just updated their whole user interface here.
Okay.
It's better in some ways and it's very different. But I mean it's not as like when you get used to using a certain app and it's like structured a certain way and then they moved to a completely different thing. It's good, but it's different, you know?
Well, it just takes some getting used to. That's the main thing. It's like you get used to a UI and then they change it up and you're like, okay, where's my shit now? You know?
It's like the fucking Jack in the Box app. It's like that shit. I hadn't used it in a long time. I go to check the new app. They changed everything.
Oh, kid, I ran on an app real quick.
Do it.
Fuck T-Mobile Tuesdays.
Yes.
Fuck T-Mobile Tuesdays. You
in
fucking
the ass with a chainsaw, no lube.
You cheap Guaven bastards. You got rid of all the fucking freebies, anything fucking cool, and you replaced it with a bunch of stupid fucking sweepstakes where I can buy tickets for a fucking raffle that I don't want to fucking do for something that's way overpriced. My favorite is like everything on there, you go and you cross-reference it on eBay, and it's a markup of at least like 4 times. One of the things they had on there was Ric Flair boots for $200 autographed. I went and I checked eBay, $53.
Oh, God.
Fuck T-Mobile Tuesdays. And they don't got nothing for free. Literally, and then they have another tab where, hey, if you don't feel like spending money for raffle tickets, you can donate to a charity. Isn't that fun?
Ew. No, I'm kidding. Donating charities is good, but like T-Mobile, you're soaking us enough as it is. Give us the freebies back. And the last freebie they had was a spatula.
Ugh.
It was some grill spatula with the T-Mobile logo. I'm like, come on.
Was it like some cheap fucking polyurethane bullshit?
Now, it was one of those grill spatulas, the metal ones, but it...
Wow, it's metal, okay.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't need it. I'm really never gonna use a grill spatula with the T-Mobile logo on it. But,
you could use it to scrape like the gunk out of your shower, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's what if you don't got a grill, use it as a scraper. I mean, there's always shit around the house you can scrape off. So, just saying.
Yeah, you could kill bugs with it. You let your imagination run wild. But it's like, dude, give us the good shit. Like, give us those like cups back. Cause the one thing I will say that I do kind of like from them is like around the holidays they'll have those glass pint glasses.
Yes, those
are pretty cool.
That was very nice when they had. If they ever have anything like that again, I'll for sure go ahead and head over to T-Mobile and pick it up. But after that, man, I'm like, fuck T-Mobile. They suck. I'm done with them. Well,
and they were giving away like a few months ago. They were giving away some like flashlight that you plug into the wall, and apparently people were reporting that it was exploding.
Good. Can you imagine though the lawsuits of an exploding nightlight? Like injuring their child. It's like, good Lord, T-Mobile.
Good night, little Timmy. Good night.
What were they putting gunpowder inside of it?
You're probably C4 explosives. Like what was it like a fucking ISIS plot? Is that what T-Mobile Tuesdays is now?
Hey buddy,
we conspired to kill Americans with free shitty goods, buddy.
Hey, buddy, if they don't die from free shitty goods, we take their money with overpriced shitty services. My favorite is anytime you're close to a mountain range, service is gone. It ain't coming back for like another hour.
No.
If you're lucky.
No, if you're lucky. I mean, T-Mobile service, they fucking suck. Their reception is garbage. Like, honestly,
They got so bad, man. They used to be okay. Now they're awful.
They're awful. Like, honestly, you'd be better off going to fucking, like...
Cricket.
Cricket, yeah.
Fuck. Oh, man.
Well, you walk into the store, you see... Oh, no, good.
No, sorry. Go for it.
No, you walk into the Cricket store, you see the fucking botched plastic surgery, ugly face of Charlotte on there as one of the advertisements. You got Bianca flexing. It's like, Yeah, it is a little bit more costly, and yes, it is a jobber tier service, but it will actually work.
I mean, shit, if you gotta look at a bunch of buff trannies in wigs when you go in to get the service, just close your eyes while you're doing the activation and walk the fuck out. It's as easy as that. Just get it over with. Do it online if you can.
Imagine just walking into the store, closing your eyes. Yeah, I'd like to start up a plan.
What's the matter with you, sir? Buff trannies, I don't want to look at them. Can you do something with the cardboard standouts, please? I'm going to light them on fire if you don't.
The guy behind the desk is like, don't worry, sir. Don't take offense to it. We've all gone blind,
Well, fuck. Who's going to help me find a data plan then? Darth was saying, story idea that can work for any WWE character. A star wakes up and walks into the kitchen to find their husband making out with the rooster. They leave the star eloping with the chicken. Rusev, bring back Lana and have it make it seem like she's gonna guide Rusev's career to the top, and then he finds her in the kitchen making out with the rooster. Money. That's fucking
money.
It's bad enough you fuck Bobby Lashley, now you're fucking rooster. Bakak! It's right there.
Oh man. But we got to find a way to get Lars Suckerman involved in that.
He can be chasing.
Is he the rooster's side piece?
He's the rooster's jealous ex-boyfriend.
Hey, baby, why don't you come back? Please, I need that rooster penis.
I don't care if you block 3 on Instagram for my scary sexual pursuit. I will have that butt.
If you don't come back, I'll send you copies of my gay pornos.
I will flood your inbox.
Literally, Lars Sullivan was in gay pornos.
If you didn't know.
This fucking moron was like, it's some gay shit, fuck you. And
then he got exposed. And what the crazy thing is the dude who is fucking looked like Chris Van Vliet. It's like, was that his debut?
Yeah, it did. Could have been. Who knows?
You never know. JT was saying the name of the swordsman is Casca. Okay, Casca. Okay, that's the other dude. Okay, for my PSP stories, Jasmine Nix is going to be based on Casca. Oh, the chick. Casca. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for her. Casca. Hypot was saying, you hear about Dunkula's Father's Day Mad Lad? I'm taking that's a new freestyle that he did? Maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing. Have you ever seen any of Count Dankula's freestyles?
No. Count Dankula's Father's Day Mad Lad. I could check it out.
It's this just like this old Italian guy, like dressed like Dracula with sunglasses on, and he just says random shit off the top of his head.
Okay, hey, you know what? It'd be more entertaining than Raw. I'll give it that. So
pretty much,
it's worth a look. So right now, I'm looking at the anime page for Tubi. I'm just looking to see what they got. They got Sailor Moon on here, but no thanks. They got Death Note, Ghost in the Shell. That could be good.
Ghost in the Shell, okay, classic.
Ghost in the Shell is kind of like it's like Running Man if it were an anime and it had cyborgs.
There's nothing wrong with that. That sounds dope, actually.
No, it's not too bad. And they got Inuyasha on here. Okay. I haven't seen that show in so fucking. Oh my god, it's been like 2004. Jesus, it's been a long ass time.
JG was saying, I remember you guys said you believed the moon landing was faked and in Hollow Earth. Do you guys think NASA is lying about anything else or not? Yeah, they definitely lied about a lot of stuff to us. They're lying about what's up on Mars right now. I think that a lot of what you see as far as pictures from Mars, at one time they were real. I think at one time back in the 70s and 80s that they were getting real photos from Mars. But I think as of now, what you're seeing is you're seeing doctored up photos of Arizona. Because what they did is they did a side-by-side comparison of a certain region in Arizona, and it matches up side-by-side, but just with the color filter on. And I believe it. That's just par for core what NASA does. And not only that, but they've been caught with cameras. When shit goes off the air, when they're doing shit up live, where basically the producer's defying gravity. You know, so they've shown before that a lot of the shit when they say they're going up in space, it's a ruse. Like recently, when Katy Perry and all those women went up into space, that was a ruse. Don't fall for it.
No, I mean, I could understand, like, what I think it was is, like, during the Cold War, we needed to prove that we were, stronger and better than the Russians. And so what we did is we recorded that as propaganda. Not we, but, like, the U.S. recorded it as propaganda to be used against the Russians. I mean, do I think that we've actually, we've launched things into space. We have satellites up in orbit. So, yeah, I mean, it's, that's how you get, like, satellite TV. That's how you get, because what it does is it bounces it up to the satellite and then bounces it back down to whatever's receiving it. So, like satellite phones, TVs, things, internet, things like Starlink, things like that. In fact, over here in San Diego, they just people were sharing it online about our on social media. They were showing Starlink launching a satellite up into orbit. So,
oh, did you hear about what happened at SpaceX the other day? They had
no, what happened?
They had a rocket blow up on the launch pad. Yeah, so I mean, and that's the thing too is Elon's doing so much trial and error, and it's just he's had a lot of shit going on with Tesla, with SpaceX. I mean, it's been a lot of trial and error, so not easy at all.
No, it's not. It
really isn't. I hate to say it, like Grok has been his most effortless venture thus far.
I mean, it honestly has. It's probably been one of his like effective and best functioning ventures.
Yeah. Hypot was saying it's a series he does on crazy historical figures. Okay, all right. I didn't know he did other content besides that. So okay, I'll have to check that out. Cool. All right,
will do.
Alrighty. So you want to get some super chats out of the way, some impressions?